Okay, it's Sunday night. Ah, shoot. Day! I did it again. TV's so loud. That was my last chance. Alright, that's good. Thank you. Oh my god. Anyway, I just wanted to get a picture of the moon, or the celestial object that we're going to call the moon. Which I really do think that that's the moon. I don't know why it's not focusing. Okay, let's try that again. It's a little better. Anyway, what was the story that they told us growing up in school? That did they say that the sun illuminates the moon? Is that how we were told? Because that's so hard to believe. I mean, it just sounds so stupid. You could tell that ball is illuminating itself. Whatever it is, moon, not moon, manufactured, whatever, that is self-illuminating. The sun does not illuminate the moon. That's so weird. I forgot what the story was, though. It's been a long time since I've been in school. But it's still rather nice out. The sun's going down like it's supposed to, over there. That would be the west. And then we got the large, self-illuminating moon that God put there for nighttime, like a little flashlight. That sounds way more believable than the other story, because there's no way this thing is bright. No way. I don't know. I have to look that up. If someone wants to tell me in a link below what we learned in school, that the sun does that, the light reflecting over there is somehow making this ball that bright. I don't know. But all I know is it's bullshit. Interesting enough, I was listening to one of my channels, and I've been hearing this for last, like a month. So I have a funny feeling. Now, I'm not saying it's true, and I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying it's a pretty trusted website I listen to. And all these doctors that were either thrown in jail, killed, everything taken from them because they tried to, I'll tell you a story when we watch Alien, that they tried to release the cure for cancer. Well, it's very funny to me that a lot of them are coming out. And some of them kept their paperwork and stuff like that. And they do know what the cure is. And they are telling people. I don't think this is a coincidence. I think because he even said the only reason why I'm coming out, his name is Charles Pixley, Pixley. He has a book, and it's about, really cancer and how Big Pharma is, when you have diagnosed with cancer, they're going to immediately, the radiation, the chemo, which is not doing a thing. It's not helping you at all. It's just maintaining you long enough so they can get paid. And none of these medications are going to help you either. This pisses me off because my parents both died of cancer-related issues. Like, I'm sure everybody has a story, but, this has been around the whole time. This is why there's 109-year-old Congress members still sitting there. They have the cure. We don't, but they do. Anyway, there's this thing called 714X, and I can remember that because it reminds me of 714 Lemons. If anybody knows what that means, give me a wink down below. Anyway, it's called 714X, and actually it comes out of Canada because it's not legal here yet because, we're still hiding it. We don't want anybody to know, there's a cure still, but I think that's going to change rather quickly. Trump keeps saying something, and I notice on his rallies, curing child cancer. I think the kids are going to get it first, and then as it gets, goes on, everybody's going to have access to it. But I think the children will get the first dibs at it, with these horrible diseases that they have. But anyway, fair. Anyway, it's a Canadian distributor. I even looked on it, and it's about, it'll probably run you $800 to $900. And you got to shoot it up yourself. It's a needle. You got to shoot it into your lymph node vein on the inner thigh right near your groin. That's the only problem with this I have with the 714X. They give you a diagram, but how the heck do you know if you're shooting it in the right place? That's the only reason why I haven't bought this yet. And it's actually for my son, not me. Well, who knows? I'm sure I probably have something, don't we all? They just haven't found it yet. But if it ever comes up, like breast cancer, whatever, cervical, whatever, yeah, I'll buy it, I'll try it. I'd rather go out that way than them killing me slowly. So anyway, yeah, so it runs about 800. It gives you the two, bottles that you inject. It's a 21-day treatment. And it comes also with inhalers. So there's a injection, there's an inhaler, and then there's like an oral thing. But the oral thing, he said, is really not that effective. The best way is the shot and the inhaler. So you do that for 21 days. You shoot it into your lymph, and he said it's a real small dose, not going to hurt you whatsoever. It's even for preventing cancer. So even if you don't think you have cancer and you just want to prevent it, it's really what he said what it is was, and it was hard for me to, I wish I could get his book. But of course, the minute he said that, YouTube made sure that link didn't work anymore. But anyway, I emailed him. Maybe he'll send me a copy, but I'll give you more info. I don't care. I'll share. Look at this thing, by the way. Hold on. See this white, large circle going on back there, half hidden between the clouds? What the hell is that? See that? Now, with my normal... Oh, don't do this. With my normal eye, I can see that it's a circle. Except these clouds are right in front of it, so it's looking like it's a little distorted. What is that? There, it's a little bit better. It's like a big, humongous, white something. Anyway, okay, so, where was I? Okay, so yeah, so you take it for, so it also prevents cancer. So if you have a weak immune system, which most people do because, they're killing us off, trying to anyway, for years, so decades, sorry. You could still do this. You could still shoot yourself up and it boosts your immune system. So even if you do have cancer, or it was a beginning of cancer, or you might have gotten it next year, it completely takes it out of your system. You should look it up. 714X. I did Google it, and Google still had it up there. So I don't know how much longer it will be up there, but it will be up there. And it's kind of neat. And then you take it for 20, you give yourself a shot every morning. He says there's no side effects. All you feel is like a warmth through your body. And you rest for 10, 15 minutes, and then you go on with your day. And then later on, and this is, I think the inhaler thing is mainly for people who have lung cancer, but I'm not sure. Or it's just an added benefit. So they give you inhalers with it too for 21 days. So you would take the inhaler, a shot of that at night also. So, and it's very interesting, this guy. And he's not bullshitting because I looked him up. And it does have the paperwork for when the FDA tried to send him to prison for a very, very long time because he tried to get this information out there about the cure. And there was court documents. I read him. He's not lying about that, which I didn't think he was, but you always got to double check people, but that's so interesting. And right around the time when Trump keeps talking about the cure for cancer, and I'm thinking he knows something. But this is all trickling out, and maybe you know someone who's, tried, going through something right now, and maybe it's their last resort, or maybe they're like, I ain't doing the chemo, forget it, What do you got to lose? I mean, and especially if you have brain cancer. He said that's why the injection works best. It goes right into the lymphs, and it goes right into your brain, and it spreads it everywhere. So, I don't know, something to think about. I would try it. My son, since he has a tumor, but it's not cancerous, I did email Charles Pixley, and I asked him about that. It's not cancerous, and it's not affecting where it's at, so I'm not doing anything about it at the moment because they can't wait to do surgery. They're like, actually, I'm surprised there's not a red carpet out my front door. The surgeon is dying to get him in there. I'm like, whoa. Why are you so well, you know, you don't want it sitting there. And I'm like, yeah, and I don't want you cutting up my kid either, because the minute you screw up and you want to take a gland, that's perfectly fine. I don't know about that. I don't trust doctors. They're so full of shit. Anyway, it's pretty interesting. And he has a book that also, now this is funny. The minute I clicked the link for the book, because he has a whole bunch of good juicy information in there, YouTube took it down, Google took it down. I can't find it anywhere. His book, gone. Pew! So you know already, when that shit happens, then somebody's trying to hide something. But anyway, I think it's not going to be long that all the more of these doctors are going to come out and start telling the truth, because there's been a cure already. I mean, he said this goes back to, well, all the stuff that happened to him was 1999. And he was so afraid to come out about it because of what they put him through the last time. But he said as soon as Trump won, he feels a little more secure that they're not going to try to crucify him and put him in jail for the rest of his life. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Peace out.